Good day, guys. I'm the most civilized savage. I'm here with you again. Right, and we got stories to tell and things to talk about. Because I like stories and I like talking, I guess. At least about these fairy tales that we call fairy tales and fiction and whatever else you want to call it, right? And so, we also have coincidences. And I'm the most American American. I like me a coinky dink, right? Because it's tangible. You can understand it. It has empathy for some reason. The irony is there. You drew the tree on paper. Now, we talked about coincidences, right? We understood the definition of corresponding things and causality or whatever, right? And so, let's talk about my son. Because I love him a lot. Even though he's a special kid. Yeah, he's pretty special, that little bastard. He's a savage. He doesn't have any civility towards himself. Although we're working on it, right? My princess was born civilized. No, she was modest on the pictures. We couldn't tell if she was a girl or a boy until a blood test or some shit, right? My son's a savage, and he probably always will be, just like me. But he'll be close to the most civilized savage by the time I'm done with him, right? And he'll be able to be out in the world, hopefully. Right? He'll learn a thing or two. Anyways, so this is my second child. Born about 4 years apart, right? Me and my lady still aren't married. We have bills and finances and blah 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 blah. Right, we have other things that are important. We have already pretty much sealed the deal. If that's not hard to fucking understand, but okay, you people. Right? Anyways. So my son, well, my at the time I was working a good job. I was working as many hours which was possible, which was about 12 hours a day every day, and then a couple extra every couple weeks. Not bad, right? The first 4 days were time. The second day, the next 2 days were time and a half, and the last day was double time, which is why I did this. And I worked my fucking ass off so that they would let me do this. And even though some of the salary people didn't make what I made, which is fine, they got envious and pissed off and blah blah blah. Right? They hadn't been on the floor in a while. They were too busy passing paperwork, which is also fine. Right? I guess we have to talk about this and that to get to where we need to go. It's all relative. Don't worry about it. We're talking stories, fiction. Right? And so on the other week, because this was a bi-weekly thing, right? I worked like 24, 36 hours ish. Not too bad. I took a couple days off. Enjoy my family, what I work hard for, right? And so, especially since my daughter was born. She was born years ago now. I'm getting old. Fucking Christ. And that was the moment I decided to get my ass into gear. And during then, I was kind of on vacation. You can ask my friends, although they should plead the fifth. And oh, during that time, I came into a bunch of coincidences. I did a couple things. I met a couple people, great people. Um, One of those people I didn't get to go to his funeral because I was working. Right on his last day alive, I was working for my kids. And he sent me a message. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he sent me a message. I didn't go to his funeral. I had work that day. Still haven't been to his grave. Right? Which is also fun. Don't worry about it. Right. That motherfucker told me a story once. Me and him also found out that snakes have two dicks, although I even knew that. Most birds don't have dicks, but I knew that too. Right, but that's okay. Maybe I didn't know that. I don't know. Right, it doesn't matter. Fiction. Anyways. So it worked a lot. And my woman is a type 1 diabetic or something like that, right? So she needs insulin every day because one of her organs doesn't work. The thyroid or something. Fucking pancreas. Fucking something don't work right. It happens. My lungs don't work right. It happens. Oh, sorry. Today's hopefully soon to be sponsor is Clear Springs or Everclear or whatever, whoever wants to sponsor fucking me. Alright, I got bills to pay. I want to take my girl to see the world. Right. At least when I'm not working. And, well, we'll go into that another time. So, here we are. Right? More stories and more blah blah blah. So, my second job, my son. That bastard Jonathan Cain. Yes, Cain, like the guy in the Bible. I killed his sibling. Yeah, hopefully, if we have another accident, he won't kill that one. The first one's a girl, though, so it should be alright. Anyways. So for about 9 months, I had to listen to the fucking retards retell us stuff that we heard. And these people were way dumber than the people before. Trust me on that one. Right, because the people before listened to a thing or two, and they understood that people have different knowledge and different things, and they understood people are different, and blah de blah blah, right? A whole bunch of good stuff. Oh. Sorry again. So, and guess what? Some of these people, even though my woman had to spend goddamn 15 minutes to a fucking hour to 2 hours driving to these stupid, useless fucking cunts. Right? So that one day they can finally say, hey, fucking, we're cutting out the fucking baby. Right? But, before that, right, we had to listen to these fucking retards say this and that and blah 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 and blah 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 blah, right? Dr. Lipschitz all throughout, right? And they didn't listen to us, and that's fine, right? They're the professionals, right? They're supposed to tell us. Well, these guys weren't no fucking professionals, that's for sure. At least for my son. My daughter is different, right? She's a blessing. She came home, she went to bed at 10 o'clock at night and woke up at 8 in the morning. She's a fucking miracle child. Fucking, oh, my princess. My Savage Joe. We're on him. Right. And so, one day, finally, after the we got to a brand new doctor because most of them were going on vacation at the time for this and that reason and blah 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 blah. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about my woman or my child. That's okay. Someone was paying them. Blah 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 blah. Right. And so we get to the point where let's see. Ah yes. Where one day we just have to drive an hour away. I'm not on work that day. It's a good day. Right? Or we're coming close to, hey, your son should be here. Although they have this new, like, 40 weeks thing so that brain can develop and blah, 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 blah. These guys are fucking retards. Okay? And the machinery the whole time was giving wrong readings. And everything was just fucking off. And they said, oh, it happens. Don't worry, it happens. Which is fine. I can deal with a quinky dink or two. Trust me, I'm the most American, the most civilized savage. I understand, right? And so they say, hey, we're gonna listen to you finally because a brand new doctor. Thank you so much. We're actually hearing this out and understanding, I don't know, life, right? People have only been cutting babies out of ladies for fucking ever. Oh, my known human history. Oh well. Right, we went over abdomen in a different video. You cut them out of there. Under the diaphragm. Fucking dirt to dirt. Right? And so, we get to the point where fucking they take us there and they say, hey, your child weighs 6 pounds. Although that's not true. He was like 9 pounds. Due to insulin and blah 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 fucking diabetics. But the machine said about 6 pounds. Give or take. Well, give 3. Give half. Right? Because you guys are fucking retards with your stupid computers. Oh, well. That's okay. Right? And so, they cut him out. Yay. Well, I'm taking pictures and seeing my son's first breath and the fucking cuts and everything else. It's cool. My woman's there talking to me, behind the little fucking curtain and whatnot. Fucking awesome. Right? Fucking it was good. It was nice. These people did a good job. Right? Sewing and cutting. The thing with the needle in the spine, it was dripping a little bit. It happens. It's a fraction of a statistic where it happens, and so you feel something or other. Afterwards, after the medicine wears off a little bit, it happens. I've seen worse, right? And so, 3 days in, my son gets a bacteria. Well, this was a really serious bacteria, and it actually kills a lot of children, right? And because of it, he wasn't fed a bottle, and we didn't want him on a binky, although look at the savage now. Fucking shitty. Anyways, fucking he didn't latch on a nipple, he didn't fucking none of that. Fucking he was fed through his nose and then great fucking tube. All the way to his stomach. And later they fucking poked a hole through his fucking abdomen. Oh, wow, that word again. They put the hole into his stomach and they said, hey, you feed him through this. And you have to strap him down to feed him and whatnot. And there were a lot of things that happened and a lot of people, and I had work. Right? For 2 months, I had that day off. Right? I think I went to work the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and then I went to work. Bills to pay. I didn't want us to freeze to death. Fucking you fucking people. Right? I went to work. My woman got all the time off. 2 months. She wasn't even home half that time, right? I had to have someone help with the kid. My firstborn, my child, right? When I wasn't at work, I was taking care of her. I worked 12-hour night shifts, so I had plenty of time during days to watch her, right? While people slept and people ate and people did everything else. I was fucking working and watching my house. As our new puppy, we got fucking like 3 months earlier and put me in a shit ton of fucking debt. I fucking love you, mutt. Right, wherever that fucking pricey ass fucking mongrel is, right? Happy birthday to me or Merry Christmas or whatever the fuck it was, but yeah, wonderful. Anyways, fucking a couple months later, he comes home. And the day before he comes home, I quit my job. I'm done. I had my last straw. That was it. There are plenty of straws I can pick in a day, but that was definitely my last one of that job, which is fine. People can quit. I read the contract. The contract says I can quit anytime. The contract says they can fire me anytime. That's how contracts work. Obligations and owes. But I guess that doesn't mean much to much people, right? So I had some time off. Wonderful. From the day my son finally came home, even though my dog had ripped through a fucking door, they had shit all over the house in my 12 hours while I was gone. They fucking tore up every fucking thing. They fucking. My wife wasn't home to fucking wash anything, fucking, or clean up after the dogs were let them out, even, right? My daughter was just watching me fucking pick shit up all day while she fucking tried to be helpful and blah blah blah. She was 4. Not much she could do, right? Although I tried to smile every moment. I tried just to be happy. In the next couple of days, I had some time off. Right? I even got a job. We'll talk about that another time. And then the next 2 jobs, I guess another time. Right, but usually I just plead the fifth, right? You shouldn't be shitting on your fucking jobs. But most jobs I've had were good. Wonderful, actually. They were my load, right? I can just talk about a couple shit moments. That's okay, right? There's a difference, right? And at least I'm not the guy that got probed by a sampling prop. Although I could tell you a story. No aliens involved, but a whole lot of sodomy. That's another time, another place, another story. Right? And so I pulled out all of my 401 and they fucking reamed me on that. I was a human at this point. So I gotta apply for benefits. And there was always some guy on the phone that fucking didn't give a fuck and blah blah blah. Right. Well, now they're gonna finally help me apparently, but back then when I thought I was on my final straw, oh no, I was literally on a couple final straws, which people don't understand, and I don't know why. People are people though, so I guess that's why it's understandable. But yeah, so I pulled out all my money. I couldn't get any money from the government. I think my woman was getting something from 'em. I don't. really know what she does with all of her life. I'm usually at work. I'm sorry. Um, the few moments I have, I just try and enjoy them. Them, my kids, or and my dogs. Which is fine. Right? And fucking, I had to for the 2 months while I was at work all the time, and my woman visited like once every 2 weeks, and my daughter was home every second of my time off, pretty much. At least my real time off, not when I was getting my 8 hours of sleep and my 4 hours of getting ready for work here and there and letting out dogs constantly and trying to get 5 minutes of fucking peace. Right? Fucking Christ. Oh. Anyways. Right, I had problems all over the place at that point in my life. Right? Couldn't get no help from nobody. That's fine. I got a job, right? I could tell you a story or two about that place. I plead the fifth. Right? I'm gonna plead the fifth. And I got two more jobs because I need work. I quit one. Well, doing that fucked me because the government said, "Hey, why'd you quit these places so suddenly?" Well, midlife crisis, motherfucker. Life happens. Then I'm at one place for 1 hour at work, and they call me while I'm there for that hour of work for this magical appointment to see if I get money. I was working, so I might not have needed it. If I missed the call and these people were holding a grudge because they lost millions, well, I was fucking stressing about my fucking family. They were losing money because they couldn't fucking give me an extra dollar an hour or some shit. I don't fucking remember now. Right? And shit. Anyways, I'm not being cocky yet. Anyways, so I'm just a Neanderthal. I don't know much. I just work with these idle hands is bad for a Neanderthal. Right? So, during all this, I'm getting reamed every which way, but life goes back to normal. And after a little bit, I start working two jobs. And I start just forgetting about the problems my son had. And just life moves on. That's just how it's supposed to be. Right? You work past your problems. I think I did. I'm still working on some problems. Everybody is, right? The world is full of them, right? Let's say my wife is paying Dora's box, right? I'm the stuff that comes out of it, and the last thing in it is my daughter and my son, right? A little piece of fucking hope. Worth it. Alright, guys, you guys have a good day. Right? Me and some of the savages are gonna go out and talk some stories and look at some sex workers for a couple bucks. Right? Hopefully they don't fart COVID in my face for $1. Peace.